Good evening, amigos. Thank you so much for joining us right here at the Tejano Time Podcast. A great Monday evening to each and every one of you out there. We're about to get started right here with another episode here of the Tejano Time Podcast. Glad you can join us. If you're watching, please share the live. I would like to welcome back my co-host, Mr. Antonio V, to the show, and a very special guest tonight. That's right, the rising star in the Tejano music scene. We are talking about CJ Ramirez. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hello, Antonio and Keith. Good evening.
Saludos, saludos. Thank you so much for
Saludos,
taking the time,
gracias.
man, out of your busy schedule, CJ,
Oh, thank y'all.
to join us here, man. And we wanted to catch up with you. I know you got a lot of great things going on. I know videos and things like that that are happening for you right now. But again, you're a new artist. You got a brand new single that was dropped not too long ago, but it's doing very, very well for you around the state.
Thankfully.
You know what I mean, and elsewhere. But let's get a little bit of background from you, man. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Caldwell, Idaho. Born and raised there. I moved to San Antonio in 2009.
Oh wow. 2009. So we did some research. We did a little bit of research on that. You know what I mean? So I was just talking off camera there earlier before you jumped in here with Antonio about that 2009. So that's when you moved to San Antonio, and you were in the music scene in the Tejano industry, but not as an artist. You
No,
were
not at
a
all. I did
makeup artist.
I did hair and makeup. My first break was with Casey Zavala when she
Mhm.
departed from Jimmy Gonzalez and Grupo Mas, and she did her solo thing. So I was with her for her entire journey through her solo
Wow.
uh, in her area. So I did all her photo shoots and music videos and TTMAs when she won her Female Vocalist of the Year. I was there for that, and we did all that fun stuff.
I
But
bet
yeah,
you were
I
just
mean, I was
busy.
mainly behind the scenes. It wasn't ever anything that I wanted to be in the
Mhm.
front. You know,
Right. Wow. What you got,
I bet
Tom?
they kept you busy though, huh?
what's that?
Always doing something. I said, I bet you were always busy doing just.
It was
With
all
the hair?
it was always something fun though. I mean, I loved it. I mean, I moved from Idaho, and that was my goal. Was like I want to be in the TTMAs. I want to help. I want to do this. And when I met Casey, it kind of just snowballed from there. And I met Julian Mike Lopez, who to this day still help me with everything that I do. And that's how I got into my helping with the other artists for the TTMAs. I did that for about 3 years, and I
Oh,
met so many amazing new artists, and that's kind of how I got my foot in the door.
so what would you say was your biggest learning experience from that whole era right there in the Tejano industry itself?
That it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah,
It's
and
really, I mean, it does really take a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, it's not going to be, you record a song and it's going to be a huge hit right away. Like you have to really put in that work and promoting yourself and putting yourself out there. And I mean, being the back artist for her, I was like, okay, I'll help you. I'll do this. I never really paid attention to what she had to endure until now.
mhm,
So now, I mean, seeing it from a bird's eye view, I was like, wow, you really did do a lot
yeah,
to make it to where you are for any
co-
artist, really.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah. And you walked
Yeah.
in just in time. I think you heard us talking about, you just said the key word, putting in the work. That's
yeah,
what you caught the conversation that we were having before you jumped
Yep.
in. And so you saw firsthand that it's not easy. We're not artists, but
No.
we know that it takes dedication and hard work
oh yeah,
to make
That
it.
and more. I mean,
Oh yeah.
from helping Casey with her journey, I stepped into promoting because before that we would take big groups from Texas to Idaho for our family parties. So like when I graduated high school in 2007, I took Los Garcia brothers. And
okay,
when my other brother graduated, we took Eddie Gonzalez and Grupo Vida. My brother, we took Jimmy Gonzalez and Grupo Mas. After 30 years, he had never been to the Northwest in 30 years, and I was able to take him after that long to do a whole 4 day tour there. And we took
mhm,
Elida Reina, and then we did a party here in the Valley. But I mean, that was always my passion, was just Tejano music.
yeah,
So after stepping in with Casey doing behind the scenes, I did promoting. I did promoting for about a year.
promoting.
And I mean,
Yes,
and I learned
yes.
a lot from there as well. Like it's promoting isn't easy.
No,
No.
definitely not. And even from the business standpoint, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
it's tough. It's rough. Trust me, it is
Yep.
definitely. It is it's huge. So and big names, just like you mentioned right there, from Elida, from Jimmy Gonzalez. You know what I mean? Those are huge names that you were able to take up north. You know what I mean? Which is pretty smooth, man. I think that was a great
Oh
deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
So
that's my
what?
biggest happiness is taking Jimmy Gonzalez after 30 years. When I talked to
Mhm.
him, he was like, I haven't been up north in 32 years, I think is what he said. And I was like, well, let's do it.
Wow.
And I
Mhm.
got him a 4-day gig. I think it was uh, Southern Idaho, Washington, our party in Idaho, and then we took him to Greenlee, Colorado. So
Yeah.
he did a
See,
4 year, he did a 4-day gig after 30 years, and it was sold out everywhere. Like it was bananas.
and Greeley, you said Greeley, correct? Greeley,
Greeley,
Colorado.
Colorado. Yep.
Yeah, see, and
Yep.
that name comes up, and I know we had a show last week, or I think it was a prior week, or something like that. But Greeley, that has always been huge. I spent about maybe 7 or 8 years of my childhood there because my father was a jock back in the days, which moved up there. He took on a radio gig then and was able to bring artists Tejano wise from Roberto Polido, Sombra, La Mafia back in there because they didn't have this was back in the late 80s. I would say about 87, 88, around that era. And, I still remember that as a kid. I was young as hell. But that era, you know what I mean? Or that town, that city there, Greeley, was just always something huge that they loved the Tejano music, the Tejano scene there.
Oh yeah. To this
And till
day, I
this
mean, I think
day,
when we.
it's
Yep.
it's still doing it. It's still doing it since wow, that's been quite a few years since I've been up there. But
Yeah.
that's amazing. Okay, that name that city pops up every time, maybe
Mhm.
4 or 5 times already here on the show. So yeah. But
Yeah. No,
to all the
Colorado's amazing, and I mean, I'm glad that I was able to do that because I mean, if it wasn't for, I don't know, when I think about it, me singing wasn't a chapter I thought I was gonna write, in my
Mhm.
life story. So I mean, I did the backstory of hair and makeup, and then promoting, and then jumping into the front end. It's still a whole new aspect to look into. Like I still feel crazy when they're like, "Oh, your song's on the radio," and I just
Yeah.
kind of just
Yeah.
throws me for a
It
loop.
throws it.
Yep. We hear different stories about people getting into the music business. You're the first one, honestly, that actually says, when they say, I got to get my foot in the door somehow, you literally put your foot in the door by doing, the hair and makeup and
Yeah,
stuff.
from the back door. I
Yeah.
wasn't even trying to walk in the front. I was just trying to sneak in through the side. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
What?
just crazy, and that's awesome. That you did that, and obviously it pushed you to where you're at now, and I'm sure you still got further steps, on
hopefully,
your
course.
bucket
hopefully.
list to keep going. But that is just crazy because we hear, oh, my dad, my grandpa, there's always some music background back there, unless there is, and you
Mhm.
can share that with us if there is, but you're the first one that I can remember, Keith, that actually says, I started to me like at the very bottom,
No,
and you.
and I really did. I mean, my grandpa, in Pasas Canse, my grandpa, he's the one who showed me Tejano, like as a child.
Okay.
He would be working in the labores because we were migrant families, and he would say, within the first 5 seconds, tell me who this band is,
Yeah.
and I would have to
Oh, wow.
learn. And he would say,
Mhm.
the Palominos sound like this, and Emilio has a sound like this, and Mas, they start their songs this way. So I had, that was our bonding time
Mhm.
as a child was, learn who these bands are. The Hometown Boys have this sound. Listen to it.
So
Within
he
the
kept you
first,
learning. He kept you learning the roots
oh
from.
yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
you're gonna learn the sounds from Here We Go. And I mean, his favorites were, Gilberto Perez and Conjunto. He loved the Hometown Boys and Gilberto Perez. Robin Vela. So I mean, that was our bonding time. Was
Right.
being 3 or 4 years old in his pickup truck cruising for chicks, and it was, listen to this. Who's how does Mas sound? How does Emilio sound? And that's how I learned. He goes, don't listen to the vocals. I want you to learn what the music is and learn who they are from there. And that's how
The
I picked up the
style.
sounds that I loved. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So I mean, even now, when I hear songs that I haven't heard before, but on other stations, I'll be like, who is that? And then within 10 seconds, I'm like, oh, I know who that is because of what I learned growing up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So such a great story right there. If you guys are just joining us, CJ Ramirez right here, rising star in the industry, is joining us here. We're getting a little bit of scoop on what he's got going on. and much more. You know, it's a great story, también, and we've got a video that we want to share here, también, before before the show ends, obviously, and which is this current single that's out right now. This is the very first single that you have out right now, right?
Very first single, yes.
Okay, cool, awesome. Well, we'll get to that here in just a little bit, and a big shout out to our viewers over on Tejano TV as well. We're streaming it live there. También.
Yes,
So if you
hello,
guys
hello.
are watching, saludos. Thank you guys for tuning in. Our YouTube channel, everybody out there, también, thank you so much for always supporting us here on Tejano Time Podcast. So, CJ, tell me a little bit about your debut single. I know it's a what is it? I wouldn't say a cover song. Well, yeah, but you redid the song, pretty much, right?
I did.
Yeah.
It's a cover song. The original artist is he's an artist from Spain. His name is Enrique Ramirez, and he's a Spanish artist from I believe Barcelona, Spain. And the original rendition is a very slow ballad, piano and guitar. Mm-hmm. And when I heard it, it just kind of hit me in like a random, like, wow, this really is an interesting take when you hear the lyrics. Because when everybody hears the title, they assume one thing, but it's actually the opposite. So when I heard it, excuse me, I sent it to Jalanese, and I'm like, hey, I love this song. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And he goes, wow, this is it's not your typical, kind of ranchera or Tejano. Like it's a really random thing. And it took a few months. Mm-hmm. And I was listening, and we would listen to it, and we would kind of play touch and go. And then one day he sent me the intro, and I listened to it, and I was like, is this really mine? Because to me, like my biggest inspirations are Jimmy Gonzalez and Jay Perez. Mm-hmm. Like Jimmy Gonzalez was a very, very good friend of mine from when we promoted and did dances together. Like we became very, very good friends. So he's always one of my favorites. And I told Alanis, and I was like, hey, this is what I would love. Can we make it into like a 1990s nostalgic Jay Perez Mas kind of vibe? And he's like, well, I'll see what I can do. I mean, it's kind of a different song. Like I have to really play with it. And when I got that intro, and I literally texted him, and I called him like, is this my song? Like, is this really mine? Like, this sounds like a Jimmy song, like that he would put out right now. And mm-hmm. he's like, no, this is what we're going with. And I was like, let's do it.
Awesome. We got the video we want to share for everybody out there. But first, if you guys, the song is available también to stream on all platforms. It's available. I'm going to flash it up on the screen for you right quick. There he is. Prefiero ser la otra, right? CJ Ramirez, guys. So that one is it's debut single, and it's playing all over the place on radio. It's doing very, very well for you. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
There to you. There's a lot of artists that come out and don't get played whatsoever. You know what I mean? Or it just takes them some time. You know what I mean? To even get on a chart and whatnot. But you're doing well. You know what I mean? For you to just, I don't know if you're charting anywhere yet, but you're getting airplay. I know you're getting airplay, so that's
am.
Good.
Yeah, I'm very, very thankful. And I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the arrangement. Jalanese did an amazing job with the arrangement. My musicians, Aaron Holler did the drums and help with the mixing and mastering. Homero Esquivel, who was one of the original accordionists for Mas, did the accordion on that as well. Yep, Jalanese, of course, and then Jay Perez did the backup vocals.
Oh wow!
So to have that whole combo is it's a blessing in its own. I mean, I never would have thought that I would have a song, let alone a song with everybody in that capacity doing that for me.
Yeah.
So how nervous were you, or how long did it take you to really put it out there? Doing cover songs. That seems to be, and I don't. We say what's on our mind, but sometimes cover songs is not a good thing to do, right? But I always say, man, if you're gonna mess with the cover song, you got to know what you're doing, because that's your butt on the line, and people unfortunately they'll get you, right? So how nervous were you going and doing that?
I mean, beyond nervous. I mean, we did our research and we saw the covers that had been done to this song, which it wasn't very many. And none
had already covered it before.
A few, like, but it was more like a salsa and a merengue,
Okay.
like
Okay.
other versions. So there hasn't been one like in our estilo of Tejano or like a
Tejano.
ranchera. So
Wow.
that was our goal to like make it happen. And the fact that I had Alanis, that he's a perfectionist in what he does. He's an amazing producer, and he's currently with Jay Pettis in the band right now. So he's amazing at what he does.
Right.
But and I mean that's what I learned from Jay. Jay Pettis. He said if you're gonna do a cover, just do it 100%. I mean, if you know you want to do it, give it your all, because if not, people are gonna notice that you don't give it your all.
Right.
So regardless if people like it or not, you have to just go with what you do.
Yeah. Yep.
But I mean,
Straight
I
up.
was extremely nervous when we went in and did the vocals. I didn't even expect Jay to do the backup, to be honest. We had
Okay.
finished, and he was like, because he went with me, he was coaching me, and we were doing all that because he's a really good friend of mine. And he was like, "It's missing something," and I'm like, "Well, what do I do? Do you want me to go back in there? Like, what are you recommending?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "No, you're fine. Just relax. We'll hear it." And he just jumped into the studio box and was like, "Play this back for me." And he did it. He goes, "That's what you need." Like, it
Wow. How
wasn't even
freaking
like
awesome.
I asked him or anything bananas. It was him being like the big brother, like, "You need something and I'm going to help you do it."
Él quería que saliera perfect. You
And
know,
he did.
I
He
would say
did. He was like, "I'm going to
was a
help you. It
perfectionist.
needs something and I'm going to help you do it." Like, and when I hear it, even now to this day on the radio, on y'all station and anywhere else, I just hear Jay and I'm like, he really did jump on that for me. Like,
Wow, that's
and
freaking awesome.
he hasn't done background vocals, I think he said, in like 25 years.
Damn.
Wow.
For like
That's
anybody,
amazing.
for anybody.
Anyway.
So I mean, I'm beyond lucky and so blessed, and I always think I'm like, thank you so much for this, because it's just something that I never would have imagined for myself.
Mhm.
Like you
As
said, you
doing a
didn't even
song.
ask him, right? You said
No,
you
at
didn't even
all.
ask him.
At
He's
all.
just sitting there thinking, le falta algo, le falta
Yeah, and I
algo.
was like, so what do I
boom.
do? Do you want me to practice something? Like, what do we got to do? And he's like, no, you need something. And he went in and did the chorus, and that was it. And I was like, that's perfect.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I mean, I'm always
badass.
just like, thank you so much. Like, it was a present I never knew that I could ever receive.
Yeah.
Because I mean, having him on that track is just amazing.
Yeah, and
Cool.
the track is out, guys, and the video is out as well. Let's get some of the behind the. Well, you know what? Let's play the video first, and we'll talk about it after that. So let's get it for everyone that's out there watching, viewing the show right now on the Tejano Time podcast. So saludos to each and every one of you guys out there. Some quick shout outs, right quick here. Gigi La Chicana from Mission, Texas. Hello, everyone. That's right. It's tuned in right there. Also, we got Mr. Alejandro from ACL Entertainment. Saludos, my brother Luis Garcia. Saludos, CJ Ramirez. And we also have YouTube here in Portland, Oregon, but with Tejano roots to the T. Rosie Suniga, right? Thank you so much for tuning in. There we go. Awesome. Amazing. So check this out. I got the video for everybody out there. I want you guys to chime in and let them know what you think on the video as well. Okay, it's out. We got it for you right here as well, and you can also go and view it on his YouTube channel también as well. If you guys like it and want to go back and watch it again later, check it out. Prefiero ser la otra right here on Tejano Time podcast. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen.
La que se bebe de tu cuerpo cada gota, la que deseas cuando el tiempo se te agota. Prefiero ser la otra, con la que eres divertido y ocurrente, la que conmigo te hace tonto y evidente. que te espera, la que te cuida. Yo ya no quiero ser ese en tu vida. Quiero el placer de una noche a escondidas. Quítame el nombre que yo prefiero ser la otra, la que te tiene como y cuando se le antoja. No ser la dama, la decente y la señora. Prefiero la locura de una noche de placer hasta el amanecer. Prefiero ser la otra, la amante complaciente, la inocente y la prohibida. La historia que aunque ocultas formar parte de tu vida. La otra, la que ya haces tu mujer. La otra, con la que eres divertido y ocurrente, la que conmigo te hace tonto y evidente, la delincuente que ha tomado mi lugar, la que te espera, la que te cuida. Yo ya no quiero ser ese en tu vida. Quiero el placer de una noche a escondidas. Quítame el nombre que yo prefiero ser la otra, la que te tiene como y cuando se le antoja. No ser la dama, la decente y la señora. Prefiero la locura de una noche de placer hasta el amanecer. Prefiero ser la otra, la amante complaciente, la inocente y la prohibida. La historia que aunque ocultas formar parte de tu vida. La otra, la que ya haces tu mujer.
Well, the song definitely captures a nostalgic essence of the 90s traditional Tejano, without a doubt, right there, Mr. CJ. Yes, guys. That is it right there. Prefiero ser la otra. Yeah, definitely.
Man, that was freaking awesome.
Thank you.
Amazing job right there, man. Job
I'd
well
like
done.
to ask you, though, you said that was a cover song to who again?
His name is Enrique Ramil.
Enrique Ramirez. I'm gonna have to look this guy up. 'Cause
Ramil, right?
I'd like to see it.
Yeah,
I like
he
to
did.
hear it.
He's
you know,
he's from
see
Spain. His cover is amazing. He did a Selena homage like last year of No Me Queda Más and No Debes Jugar. I think he did like a combo, but it was like a acoustic type.
Okay.
He did a very beautiful cover of those two songs. But yeah, he's an amazing artist from Spain, and I'm just so thankful because it's not all the time that an artist covers a song and then the artist actually hears it. So he actually heard it and he loved it.
Ah, there you go. That was I was fixing to ask you. Have you communicated with him, and what did he think?
I have, and it was the most surreal, even to this day. So I sent it to him because we needed, to get the permission and who we needed to give rights to and stuff, and
proper channels, right?
Yep. And I sent it to him, and he heard it, and he goes, "I can't believe that you did that." He goes, "It sounds very Selena, very Tejano, very Texas." He goes, "I love what you did with the rendition," and so he's promoted it on his channels, and he's very on board with it.
There you go.
And he's from Spain. He's doing a show in Mexico City next month, and he invited me to go see him. So I'm actually going to go meet him next month, and he said he wants to go hear the song and together and kind of go with it. So I'm hoping to create some fun content with that.
Yeah.
And that's like a big dream come true, because he's a very, on his platforms. I think he has like 65, 70,000 followers on each platform. So he's very, very big.
Cool.
For
Yeah,
what he does.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I just want to hear the original, and then the way you're doing it. But man, the way you just did it, I'm sure Keith agrees. That was just freaking awesome. I like the style. I like. It's a very, very good dancing song. I may have
absolutely.
I may have to wear a knee brace and get some Bengay up on there, right?
And I love when people tell me what they think of it. They say that it's a song that they know, but they don't know. Like they feel like it's a song that they've known for years, but when they hear everything else, it's a new vibe. So that's
like
exactly what we wanted to portray.
And like you said, the title of the song, you got to listen to the words because it has really nothing to do with the title. So that's what also.
Yep, and to break it down, I mean, it's not necessarily for a specific anybody, but I mean, it's a spouse, and the husband or wife knows that the spouse is cheating, and they want to be the other person. It's not that they want to be the opposite. They want to be the main person. No, this is the main person talking, knowing that their spouse is stepping out, and they want that other part. So it's a very interesting, and that's what captivated me was. It's not the typical like I'm tired of being the Sancha or the Sancho, and I want to be the main one. Like no, this is actually it's a whole different point of view, and I think that's what drove me the most was it's interesting, but it's something that it happens in the world, but it's an interesting way to sing about it.
So on CJ style, we're gonna dance to it, and the other guy, we're probably gonna sit down and cry with it.
Literally. Just based on what vibe you're on.
Right.
And just the way you explained the song right there, definitely, because I know Gigi La Chicana had a question there. She says, I don't understand the lyrics. He wants to be the other woman. That's what but he explained exactly the song right there for you. So hopefully that answers your question.
It's not even the other woman or the man. Like I'm just singing it as a one. Like that your spouse is is cheating on you, but you want to be the one that's cheating with them because they're having more fun. They're living life, and then when they come home, they're upset and cranky and not happy. Like they see that, and they know that they're happy somewhere else.
It's just the complete opposite of what one would assume just based on the title of what we think it's going to be, and it's not.
It's not.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Definitely.
Yep.
CJ Ramirez is with us. What's that?
Hopefully that answers her question.
She hasn't commented yet, but I mean, so I'm sure it has. But a big shout out to thanks for clearing that up. Yes, it did. So we appreciate you, Gigi. Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Well, I caught it at the beginning of the interview when you said that the title wasn't. It was the opposite. So I was like, So what really is the deal? But I caught some of it. I was like, oh, okay.
You're like once you and then once you hear it, once you hear the lyrics and you listen to it again, you're gonna be like, oh, I understand what he's saying. Like it's it's not your typical like you said, the heartbreaking song or one of the just the things that are out there right now in the industry. Whether how they compare to country music and whatnot of the songs and the songwriting and whatnot. It's a totally different, in a whole new era, a new vibe. It's totally different. So So I hope that answered her question very well. I'm sure she did clear that up as well. She says. So going back to the show here right here on the Tejano Time podcast. So what is next for you? CJ, I know you got this one and you're letting it sink in right now, but I'm sure you've already got some, music and lyrics and, stuff up and coming that you're ready to work on. Will you be working on another cover, or are you going to do some originals? We're going to do another cover and some more originals. So my next one is going to be produced and arranged by Gabriel Zavala. So that one will be arranged. That'll be released hopefully early January, and then I'm going to do an EP, so it'll be a few more songs after that, and hopefully by March, April, that'll be released.
Your EP will drop there. Cool. Yeah. Definitely looking for more videos in the works. I'm in for all the stuff that all the other songs that are going to be up and in the future that you drop as well. I'm sure you're going to be working on videos to go
Oh yeah,
alongside
for
those
sure.
también as well. Yeah, amazing. So yeah, guys, hit him up on follow him on his social media platforms. And again, he's got a debut single. He's just getting started.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No
That's the
stranger
fun
to the
part of the
business,
winter
but
time is that we're able to catch up on.
on a lot. Yeah. To get into the studio and whatnot and do all that other stuff. So yeah, I mean, again, looking maybe he's like you said, March or April around there for the EP drop and the new single somewhere around January. So be on the lookout for that as well. If the viewers that are viewing the show right now, as the CJ, where can they follow you on your social media platforms, or what platforms are you on? Should I say?
I'm very social on Facebook, CJ Ramirez, and TikTok. I do a lot of comedy and funny skits on TikTok. I love to have a lot of fun. So on that
Awesome.
one, I'm CJ Ramirez 7, and if not CJ Ramirez on Facebook, but I mean that's where I keep up with everything, my music, skits, and comedy, and all the fun stuff that I do.
There you go. On TikTok, guys. And also Facebook as well. So give him a follow. You'll know what's happening with him and up and coming as well when the new single is going to be out and whatnot. And you can also request it on your local favorite radio station, internet radio stations, or stream it. It's available to download on all digital platforms. También, guys. So go
Yes,
out there
please.
and add it. Definitely add it to your playlist. Again, the song is there, and let me just flash that up there right quick so you guys take a look at that. If you're looking on your social media platforms or platforms to go out there and stream it, look for this guy right here, CJ Ramirez. That's the name of the song right there. Prefiero ser la otra. Okay, this is the video you just heard right here on the show. So yeah, go out there, and stream it, and like the video. También look it up again if you missed it, if you're just joining in on the show. We have already spun the video for you guys out there. You can always go to his. You're on YouTube, también, right? You have a YouTube channel as well.
I am, yes.
Yes, so look him up there. You
Yep,
got
yep. And
his
just
video.
really quick, I just want to thank you guys so
Sure.
much for airing the music and putting us out there. I mean, it's because of you guys that we're able to really put ourselves into everybody's radios. So thank you guys so much to all the DJs, radio personalities, directors, everybody. So thank you guys so much.
So
No
besides
problem.
singing, CJ, what else do you? Any other instruments, or do you write music también, or? No?
I dabble with writing. I'm slowly learning. I did play the saxophone in high school, so I played alto for about 5 years. So I'm musically inclined with the saxophone.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I tried to learn the accordion, but I'm a lefty. So when I tried to get lessons, they were like, I can't do that upside down. So they're like, you got to go find Michael Salgado to teach you how to do that.
Yeah, that's that. And is it? Oh, they couldn't teach you that way. So yeah, definitely. But it was something you're
Yeah, they were
still
like, no,
interested
it's
to
upside
this
down.
day,
I don't know
though.
how to work from the
I don't-
bottom up, and
Working from the bottom up.
Yeah.
That'd
Well,
be an
I
op-
thought
but it's, I heard it's not that bad, to pick up an accordion and learn how to play it. I mean, but I guess you have to have the right teacher también. So
Yeah. And I heard Keith say something earlier. I'm going to change the subject just really quick, but I
Yeah,
just
especially
saw
if
on.
if you're musically inclined, it's easier to work your way. Yep, of course.
I noticed that on Tejano 24/7, you are on number 3 on the charts. We were just talking about if you're on any charts with that badass song "Prefiero Ser La Otra" on Tejano 24/7. Keith, he's number 3 for
nice,
October 8th through 15th. Yeah.
wonderful, congratulations on that. Yes,
am.
definitely.
It is the most bananas thing that I see every week.
I'm sure you're excited about it. Your debut
It's
single
just,
making charts.
to me,
you know
it's
what I mean?
surreal. Like I just freak out. I mean, I think it's Meche, and then Stephanie, myself, and Elida. Like I love Elida and I love Stephanie.
Yeah.
To be like with them and everybody else, it's just a dream that I still can't wake up from. To be on the, growing up as a kid, watching them in Idaho on the TTMAs and cassettes and radios and road trips, to being on the charts with them, it's something I'll never get over. I just text Stephanie yesterday. I'm like, can you believe I'm on there with you? And she goes, just take every win as a win. Like, it's a blessing. Like, I had a text her. I was like, I can't believe I'm on there with you.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I mean, but
I'm
she's just
looking
so
at
supportive and
the
she's
rest of
amazing.
the
But it's still a dream and a blessing.
yeah, I'm looking at the rest of them, and there's a lot of artists on there. So that's badass. You're number 3 on there. Congratulations
Yeah.
on that.
Number
Well
3 of
done.
15.
Yes. So wherever you guys are watching from, I mean, if, request this music, wherever it is,
Yes,
whether it be
please.
internet, whether it be local radio and whatnot. Yes, definitely. If you like the music, you like the song, you like the tune, request it on your favorite radio station. It's simple as that. You know what I mean? As to, support your local new artist, your support new artists, period. You know what I mean? That's one question I got for you, CJ. The industry itself, man. How tough has it been for you to get to where you are today? It's only one single. I know you've done a lot of, behind the scenes work and whatnot, but for you just to break through right now as a new artist, you know what I mean? How was there any type of obstacles that you have to get through just to get to where you're at today?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy wanting to release music. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that want to and are unable to because they don't have the resources. And for me, I was just lucky and blessed to, to know the musicians and the producers. So that gives me like a little bit of leeway. But even
Right.
then, I mean, to get it played on the radio, you really have to hustle. I mean, it's not going to be, you release it and you're going to be everywhere. You really have to put in the work. And I mean, every day I work 2 jobs myself. I work, for the VA. I do amazing stuff for my veterans, and I do my part-time job and music. So to juggle all of that and still try to, reach out to the DJs and send the music out and do what I can, it's not
Yeah.
going to be done for you. You have to really
Yeah.
be willing to put in that 110% aside from
That's
what you're
true.
doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You're right about that. You
Yeah.
got to put it in. You got to put in that work. It's not going to happen overnight, but I mean, you're on the right path and
Oh,
you're doing great
not
things
at
right
all.
now. So just be patient.
Yep.
I mean,
I
let
mean,
it
I'm
come
just
to you.
lucky, having Jay on the track and the
Of
amazing
course.
producers and arrangers that it gives you that. Yep. It gave me that little boost, but I mean, for other people, it's not as easy.
So, before we wrap things up, what advice can you give some of these listeners, some of these young new artists that are out there, seeing that you literally, like we said at the beginning of the show, you literally got your foot in the door and you started at the bottom and look where you're at now. What advice could you give some of our listeners out there?
I mean, if you have a niche for Tejano music or any kind of music, I mean, find your way in it. If it's advertising and helping an artist, I mean, that's what got me in the door was, I didn't know anybody when I moved here, and I was messaging different Tejano artists, and Casey happened to reach back, and I was like, hey, I would love to help you with hair and makeup, and that's how it happened. I mean, whatever avenue you can get into to get your way in the door, go for it. I mean, there's the worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to say no, thank you.
Absolutely.
But I mean, it takes a lot of no thank yous for them to say, okay, yeah, help me out, and then you go from there. I mean, it's just the persistence and learning to get up from the falls, and you'll prevail. And I mean, luckily, that's what happened to me. I've been here since 2009, going on 16 years, and I did my greatness with Casey and Mike and Julia, and then I worked with promoting, and then I've been with Jay Perez, helping him with his merchandise and everything that he needs for the last 6 years. So I mean, I still do what I can. I'm not leaving what I've been doing to do music. I'm still going to stick with what I have because that's just what I do.
Of course.
And I mean, every day I learn. So I mean, it's just a matter of if you find an artist and you learn from them, learn everything you can, and just go from there.
Right. It sounds like you got a great support system. You mentioned Jay Perez. Now you're going to be working with Gabriel Zavala too. So you've got a great support system, and I see you doing a lot of stuff in the future and a lot of great music, especially like this one that you just put out. Freaking awesome song. Looking forward to a lot more of your music. And we'll be playing it here on our station, WestTexasTejanoExplosion.com as well too. So
thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys so much for that.
Not a problem, man. We are here to support, and 100%. We got to bring it. We got to bring. I mean, that's what we do. We support the new artist. Every day, whether it be radio, podcast, or something. We that's what we do. We try to open that door for a lot of these young artists out there that don't get the opportunity for even just airplay at that on radio. And just to give them a little shot. So we thank you again, CJ,
Yep.
for taking the time. To join us here on the show tonight to, for our viewers out there, our viewers that are watching también on Tejano TV as well, to get a little bit of CJ Ramirez. And does Tejano TV have your video? Question.
Yes, yes, they do. Yes, and
They do.
I think last week I was number 7 on Tejano TV.
There you
So
go.
that was exciting. When they sent me that, I was like, oh my goodness, like it's just it's so crazy seeing myself as a top 10 or anything in general.
There you go. That's it. So yeah, you can also check that out there and request that video también on Tejano TV as well, guys, and get it on there so they can be featured on the top 10 videos. So he was out there at number 7 last week. So, y'all know what y'all got to do out there. So y'all do y'all's thing. But yes, thank you again. Once
Yes.
again, any last words, any shout outs you want to give to anyone, CJ? Because I know you got to run.
No, you're fine. I would love to, say hi to everybody that's listening, all of my friends here in San Antonio, Idaho. My parents are in Idaho. My siblings, Michael, Brian, Jolie, Eli, and my nephew Zeke, and my sister-in-laws, my amiguis like Jay, Roxy, they're listening as well. My Lisa G, Abby and Rick Balderrama, thank you so much. Like everybody that's supported me, it's a blessing, and I'm so thankful for everybody that just tunes in and supports me with everything from a post to my podcast. I mean, it's exciting, and I'm so grateful. So thank you to everybody who's listening and chiming in.
There you
Definitely.
go. Yeah. Anything from you, Tony?
No, CJ, it was honestly real nice meeting you and hearing your music. And like I said, looking forward to hearing a lot more.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I can't wait to share with y'all. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you,
Likewise, that's the CJ. We will catch you next time. Definitely. Once you get the
Yes.
the new single dropping and whatnot, we're always here to support. So we'll definitely bring you back on the show in the future as well to share some more of your music in the
Yes,
future as
please.
well. So don't forget, guys, to go out there and stream the song. Okay, one more time. Prefiero ser la otra. It's available on all digital platforms. Go out there, stream it, add it to your playlist. CJ Ramirez. All right, guys. Once again, thank you so much, CJ. Have a blessed night. Antonio,
Thank
you as
y'all.
well. We'll catch you on the rebound.